Hello YouTube world, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey J. Today I'm going to just be doing a fun face of makeup for a photo shoot. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, please continue watching. So I did come up with a little Pinterest board of, looks that I kind of wanted to recreate. They're sitting on my computer over there, but honestly, I can't be bothered to pull them up on my phone. I'm just gonna like go with the flow today. We're just gonna see where this look takes us. I'm gonna start with eyes, do a little prime time. Let's have a little chat, I don't know. I feel like I haven't sat down and just like chatted in a while, and I kind of wanted to see where everybody's at. How's your mental? What's the deal? I know a lot of the people I watch on YouTube are kind of having a little rough time right now, and I totally get that. It's a weird world out there right now, and we're all just doing the best we can. So I just wanted to say, hey, love you. Hope shit's going good. If it's not going good, just know that this too shall pass. Feel the pain, feel the burn, and let it go. Your time will come, and that's that. I don't know what else to say. So as far as eye looks, I kind of just wanted to play with like some graphic liner or some sort of like kind of different eye shapes with eyeliner. So I'm gonna start with Raw Beauty Christie, and I'm gonna go in with my Whole Heart. Just kind of pack that on over my primer to give a nice steady base. I guess let's do kind of like a little mini cut crease. It's not gonna be like a major cut crease, but I'm gonna go in with Moo Point and just right in the crease, kind of define that a little bit more. And let's go into Copper Boxes right here. How do we feel so far? I'm just kind of winging this, I'm like, I had my reference photos pulled up, and then I decided, you know what? I'm getting bored of reference photos. I know that like every good idea has to have like some sort of reference, so I'm kind of keeping it in the back of my mind about like the shapes that I want to create, but I also kind of want to be a little original, maybe come up with something on my own here, some sort of new look that everybody's gonna try and recreate, I don't know. I've been kind of like bouncing this idea back and forth in my head, and I posted it on Twitter a couple times. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I post all of like my first looks of my videos on Twitter, so if you want to see like what videos I'm coming out with, follow me on fucking Twitter, dude. Anyways, I've been bouncing this around in my head. I think about a lot of people are kind of in the same position I am, especially here in Vegas. The entertainment industry, the nightclub industry, the modeling industry, everything was hit really hard with COVID. And it's hard to kind of feel like you have a purpose because you're not waking up and doing what you love anymore. And I want to like tell people, like, find what you love in the little things. What I always loved about living in Vegas was there was always something to do. There was always a new outlet for me to be creative. And when COVID hit, it was like, holy shit, I can't be creative like I used to be, in doing all these photo shoots or like going to conventions, working modeling gigs, stuff like that. So what I've kind of done to bring that back into my life is YouTube. I love, making these videos, but kind of bringing back the fashion in my life. I always loved fashion. I was always, kind of a thrifter, kind of like a bargain hunter or like a treasure seeker in that sense. And I've noticed when I find things like pieces, fashion clothing pieces that I like or that I've been missing, of course you want to wear them out. So what I've been doing is just kind of making it a point to dress up to go anywhere. Like, it doesn't matter where I'm going. I could literally be going to the gas station, but I make it a point to dress up and make myself feel like I'm going somewhere, it's kind of like my dad used to say, because my dad worked for Southwest my entire life, and he would get so mad when people would show up to the airport in like pajama pants or sweatpants, and he'd be like, dress like like you're going somewhere. You are going somewhere, so why not dress like it, you know? So that's kind of what I've been doing, but instead of like going to the airport, I'm going to the grocery store. I'm, you know, going to thrift or, you know, I'm going places that aren't necessarily in another state, but it's another state of mind. You know what I mean? It's just something to think about. So what I just did there, I took You're Not My Real Dad, and I'm just kind of making like a smoky liner on top. And what I'm gonna do on the bottom is spray this brush with some setting spray, and that's gonna make it a little bit more kind of like a precise line underneath. And I'm going to start in the middle, and we're just gonna go straight out until it connects with that wing. And same within the middle, we're gonna go straight. So I'm kind of making my eye look a little bit bigger by overlining it, if you know what I mean. See that? Okay. Okay, so that's where we're at. I kept the top liner pretty light, and then the bottom liner is really thick. And as I got to the inner corner, I kind of just kept going, rather than curving up, I just kept going straight to kind of bring that, I don't know, that length of my eye a little bit closer to my nose. So now I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna go into Golden Ticket, just this middle color, and I'm just going to tap that all over the lid to give a pretty sparkly effect. And I'm going into the inner corner with that as well. Okay, so I'm gonna take a small brush and I'm gonna go into my Ofra highlighter and I'm gonna highlight underneath my brow bone. Cute. Next I'm gonna do brows. I'm just gonna do a pretty regular eyebrow today. Nothing like super fancy schmancy. And using my Revolution Pro brow palette, I'm dipping into that darker pomade and I just made a line underneath that brow and I'm gonna continue just making little flicks to fill that brow in. I'm not restructuring it, I'm not doing anything different. I'm just kind of filling in all those blank spaces. And I'm elongating that tail just a touch. How's that look? That's pretty good. I just love like a fluffy, filled in, like natural brow. You don't need to completely reshape your brow. You don't need to like overfill it. You can just take a pomade, take a little flat brush, and just kind of draw in those little hairs. And it still looks natural and full, but not overly structured or like too big for your face. It just looks cute. Okay, now I'm going to take a moment, do my base off camera, and then I'm gonna come back and we'll do lip and mascara and all that kind of stuff. So I will be right back. Alrighty, so I'm back. I have the base down. What I'm gonna do is spritz real quick. Whew. And I'm gonna go in with some blush. Actually, I'm gonna do bronzer and blush. Bronzer is gonna come from my little Ulta kit that Dylan got me for Christmas. And we're just gonna do it pretty lightly. I don't want to go too crazy on the bronzer today because I feel like I went a little crazy on the contour. So we're just gonna lightly pat, lightly dust, kind of get some color and dimension into those cheeks. And I also added a white liner, a white tight liner in my waterline to kind of emphasize that long eye shape that I was going for. Okay, so there's the bronze. Now we're gonna go in with blush. Blush is gonna be my Wet n Wild color icon, and I'm gonna keep it kind of just like right on the apples of the cheeks right here. I'm gonna bring it up too, actually. I changed my mind. I like it to have like a little flush of color. And there we are. So now we're gonna go in with some highlight, my Ofra highlighter, and I'm gonna go right underneath that little wing that I created to give emphasis on the height of the cheekbone. Okay, and I'm actually gonna go back in with this white and just kind of give another layer. There we go. And I'm gonna go in with some mascara now. I don't think I'm gonna wear lashes today. Generally for a photo shoot, you do want to wear lashes, but I don't think I'm gonna do that today. I'm just gonna wear some mascara and make sure to kind of put it on pretty heavy. All right, so that is it for the mascara. Now all we have left is to do the lip. And I think I'm gonna use, should I use my NYX today? I'm not really the biggest fan of this color. I guess I'll use it. This is the NYX Shine Loud, and I think the shade is called Cash Flow. Not exactly sure, but it is a transfer proof lip gloss. So it's good for like if you're wearing a mask or something. Okay, how do we feel? So this is the finished look. I'm really proud of it. I think it looks really nice. I am going to also insert some photos from our photo shoot so you guys can see how this look wears on camera, besides like through YouTube, but also through, I believe he's going to be taking the photos with an iPhone, so you can kind of see the difference and the quality. And of course I'm gonna like do something with my hair. I'm gonna be wearing an outfit or whatever, but I just wanted to show you guys how I would do my makeup for a photo shoot if I were to, you know, be going out in the world living life like I used to. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe, and I hope you learned something, and I will talk to you soon. Love you, bye. I just made a line and just kind of draw in, 1 second.